Hey everyone, it's Xant. To some people's surprise, our second week this month is a limited banner. I guess the confusion makes sense, considering it's been a scuffed month. Also, recall that this event is the final one for our 9th premium materials. Really gets the noggin jogging. Confusing things aside, let's discuss the new content coming with this update. First, I want to discuss the Decisive Fire banner that popped up. If you watched the video I did last week about the developer's letter, you would know that there's a scheduled Perfect Strike multi-mission coming up as part of their 1.4 Refine announcement. Well, here it is. The first multi-mission boss that exists as a playable machine. Have fun dismantling this sucker. Now, onto suits and pilots, because we all know that's what you're here for. I'll open with the Floros. Piloted by Norbashino, the Floros is one of the 72 Gundam frames from Iron-Blooded Orphans. The suit was dug up by Tekadon and changed from its white and blue paint job to Ryusego's pinkish shark motif due to the pilot. It's probably not actually pink, but frankly I'm not a colors guy. I remember an ex of mine tried to give me directions, using the color taupe as a guide. I still don't know what taupe is. Now the Floros is designed around those large shoulder cannons, and its mobile armor form accentuates this. Becoming a quadruped with a low center of gravity to assist in making those long-range shots count, pair that with close-range weaponry and you have a suit that deserves the high firepower tag. The shoulder weaponry can also be exchanged for smaller cannons if super long-range shots aren't required, so this suit has some flexibility. So let's talk weapons on board this sucker. We have 2 electromagnetic launchers, those are the really big cannons, 2 short barrel cannons, these can be swapped out with the larger ones, 2 machine guns, 2 assault knives, and 2 shields. A suit of pairs, the Floros is definitely straightforward. I guess though that we've kind of re-entered the backpack era. We have the new Xeon funnel backpack that looks amazing, the Perfect Strike backpack, and now most likely this as well. Our final new gacha suit is the Gujian Rebake Full City, also from IBO. Piloted by Akihiro Altland, this suit boasts a rather odd name, Full City, but it's quite the performer. A mix of the Gujian Rebake and new technologies in armor, this suit keeps all that was good about its original frame while improving on what was lacking. Full City could split suits in half, man. Granted, it uses giant scissors to do it, but when you're rocking 2 Ahab reactors, why not use all that power to go full Doom guy? Now, unlike other suits, we will actually see a drastic improvement between the older and more original suit model and the Full City. It's more or less agreed that the Rebake overall is the worst 4-star suit in the game. I simply refuse to believe that the Full City won't be decent, especially considering it's on a limited banner. Frankly, this suit was quite the powerhouse in IPO, and I think it getting a limited banner slot was well deserved. Let's hope it lives up to the expectations. Now, let's talk gear. It has 1 scissor rear armor. I mentioned this before. It can detach, turn into a pair of scissors, and it cuts things in half. It's very, very sharp, very powerful, and yeah, the Full City likes to use it. It has 2 knuckle guards. These are kind of like, how to best describe it? Kind of like brass knuckles, I think is the most equivalent to bring up. Comes out from the arms, slides over the hands, and can be used in close combat. Straightforward. 2 rocket guns, 4 long-range rifles, 1 halberd, 2 smoothbore guns, and a railgun. Now, as I mentioned, the Full City does use the original Rebake frame, and that means it has sub-arms. I'm totally expecting to see some real nasty close combat style cutscenes with those. Now, on to our welfare for this week, the Zaku 3 Custom. Coming from Double Z and piloted by Mashmir Cello and also appearing in Twilight Axis, this chunky suit is truly just a Zaku 3 that boasts a different paint job. Sure, it has some custom parts, hence the custom in the name, but come on now, it pretty much looks the exact same, just paint. The Zaku 3 is the successor to the Zaku 2, who would have thought? And it boasts a modular design. This allows high versatility to fill any role in the mission. Unfortunately, it lost out to the Dovin Wolf as the chosen mass production frontline suit, but the few that were made did see use in the field. It didn't see a lot of screen time, unfortunately, but hey, it's still a mono eye. So what does the Zaku 3 Custom actually have? Well, it has a Vulcan turret set, 2 beam cannons / sabers. They're cannons when they're mounted, then you can detach and turn into sabers. A beam rifle, a bomb dispenser in the shoulder, and an option rack shield in the other shoulder. This can hold like grenades and stuff. I should also note that Mashmir's custom has high capacity propellant tanks for the thrusters, so perhaps we'll see something related to verniers on this sucker? Who knows? I wonder what kind of tanks we'll see though. Xeon and high mobility? Probably just Xeon and some tag that we don't like, but anyways, on to our pilots. I'll start with the 8th MS Rep, Karen Joshua, second in command of the 8th MS team and pilot of a Gundam ground type. She's a very capable pilot, unfortunately a bit difficult to get along with. Handy with multiple weapons and able to fight even after having her mobile suit's head torn off, she definitely won't be losing her position as the team's second. I should go back and give 8th MS a proper rewatch sometime. It's pretty short, it's like 12 episodes, and I do enjoy the art style quite a bit on it. Our final pilot and last item for today is Banagher Lynx, the primary protagonist of Gundam Unicorn and the sole pilot of the Unicorn Gundam. This student-turned-Gundam pilot is also a new type, and has enough experience in hand-to-hand combat to fight off 3 soldiers, which I find odd, but whatever. Plot armor. Shown to be an extremely adept new type, he managed to triumph over the Kshatriya in their first engagement, and that was his first time piloting the Unicorn. Granted, the capabilities of the suit definitely played a large part of it, but you know what? He still deserves some credit. He's a bit of a bleeding heart, unwilling to kill, yet piloting what is probably the most bloodthirsty machine in the series. However, he has his own morals and does stick to them very closely. I'm not sure how to feel about Banagher, really. I had to stop watching Unicorn because I just couldn't stand him, but he does have his moments where he shines. Anyways, with all that, all the new content has been covered, and we're good to go. I'll schedule that live stream, and see you guys there. Peace out. See you in a few days.